Hello, everybody. The Worm here, back with some more 999. It's been quite a day, and it's late at night, but I couldn't stay away. Game's been getting pretty. Well, how can I describe it? We've been shown a lot of new things, particularly about the past. We've learned about what is it? Why am I drawing a blank? We learned about Seven's past recently. We learned about Lotus's past recently, and the wider setting, the wider forces that we may be arrayed against seem to be revealed to us, at least in some fashion. The Cradle Pharmaceuticals, this a mind control experiment, the missing kids. It was quite a lot in a relatively short amount of time. We didn't really get any of this sort of background in the first playthrough, so I'm definitely curious as to where this is all going. We just finished the torture room. I summarized basically everything at the end of the last episode, so I don't think I need to rehash it now. It's Junpei, Lotus, and Seven. Finished door 2. And let's see where we go now, because if we're thinking about where we were compared to the last playthrough, I think this would have been just where we finished the cargo room, and so the end of that playthrough was not that far off from there. So we could be nearing the end here. I'm curious as to see how that develops. Let's just go.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Let's see. I appear to be recording. That's good.
Yes, we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
It turned left twice before they saw the elevator.
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. The elevator motor ground away, and before long they found themselves once again on C deck. The door opened, and they stepped off.
Huh?
They'd expected to find the 4 other people waiting for them. There were none.
No one's here.
They could... Maybe they tried to go through 7 and 8 while we were waiting? Or while they were waiting?
Where did they go?
I have no idea.
That's the only thing I can think of to start with. Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. He tried to forget the feeling and took off down the long hallway before him.
Hey, Junpei!
We should follow him.
Seven and Lotus followed at a run. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door.
Yes, we did find a key at one point. Where did we find that key? I don't remember where we found that key. It was in one of the 2 rooms we were just in.
And I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. That is something we need to go to next, but that may not necessarily be where the others are. They had to run for quite some time when they arrived at the door that ended the hallway. Junpei stopped.
All right, time to open this.
He laid his hand on the doorknob, his breathing heavy. Seven laid a hand on his arm.
Hold on a sec there.
Huh?
We don't have the key for this one yet.
There's a Jupiter symbol engraved on the keyhole.
That's...
Oh, it's the Jupiter symbol.
Yeah, we've never seen this door before. Seven is right. They had no Jupiter key.
We can't open this door.
Unfortunately, no, we can't.
Jeez, the sun door's gotta be just on the other side of this, you know? We can't just stop.
Wait, hold that thought. C deck. So we came out here or here? Here for the elevator? And are we... It's at the end of one of these hallways where we're at right now? Because here's the central staircase. Is that where we are? Okay. Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. The door opened.
Hey, it opened.
What?
And the others must have found the Jupiter key.
Yes, I'm thinking they may have gone through 7 or 8 while
Well,
we were
what are we
gone.
waiting for?
As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. They rushed through and stopped cold.
What?
The terrible scene before them made their run cold. Oh my goodness. What? 3 people lay dead on the floor, covered in blood. Man, I wasn't even thinking someone was gonna be dead, let alone 3. What?
Why?
Junpei felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold. Are they actually dead? Can you run up and check, please? If they're actually dead? Check their pulse. His blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind begin to fade. 1, where's June? 2, can you actually confirm those people are dead? He couldn't think, he couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
7's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movement stiff.
Clover.
He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing. She's dead.
Check the other 2. Suddenly Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him,
The
terrified.
key! Get me the sun key!
Slow your roll. What's wrong?
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back!
I mean, what are we thinking? We're back to the... Is the culprit among us, or is it someone else? What?
The murderer?
Murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies.
Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies.
7, you checked Clover. What about the other 2?
That means that the person who had killed them was...
I'm not buying it. We absolutely do not know that for sure, Junpei.
No, it can't be true.
Give it to me!
Lotus, this is not the time for this. Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key.
Let's go!
This is not good. This is very bad. Without waiting for 7 or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning would have to wait. 7, did you check the other 2? Soon they stood in front of the door.
Open!
Lotus shoved the sun in the keyhole and twisted it hard. But
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe.
Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. She felt a twist. A small gap appeared between the door and the frame.
It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
Then how would I know that?
I have to go back and think. Is this the door that goes to 1?
Whatever, let's just go.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. There's so much to remember. I can't remember which... This is on... Are we on B right now? Crap. He stepped inside. In front was another hallway. No, this is a different place. And it stretched out toward the bow of the ship. Where was... where are my notes? Sorry to interrupt this scene. Oh, crap. I'm just... Sun Key... I'm so bad at taking notes. Of course, I wrote down the different astrology symbols. Stupid. Come on. I wrote down the astrological symbols. I wrote down when we found a key or a key card, but I didn't write down where we found each. That's so dumb of me. Son of a gun. Dang it. Well, let's start now. Okay, Sun Key from door 2. Dang it. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying. I'm trying to think if we've seen... Did we ever get a Sun Key from 7 or 8? I don't remember. A few seconds later, they were there. What in the world is this? In front of them stood a massive metal door. They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice and authority. She was almost begging.
But I don't see any other doors.
As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them, as if to illustrate that it was the only door. Automatic.
No way.
This is all going very fast.
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Apparently.
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
Oh yeah, I do too.
The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
How could their situation possibly get worse? Never say that, Junpei. Don't even think that. 3 people were already
We've
dead.
hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
Junpei.
Shit!
Hey, Junpei!
He stepped through the door.
I can't take this anymore. No one can.
And whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared.
No. It's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something. Or a dream. It's made up.
It wasn't real, right? June. No, the code names meant nothing now.
Ah! Ah!
Connie.
Connie!
Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest.
Connie! Connie, hang on!
Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. She's alive. She moaned and her eyes fluttered open, but only barely.
Connie!
Jumpy?
Her face was pale, her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but they saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back and held her up. It was warm and wet. He lifted his hand up. It was covered in blood.
Oh man. Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
It was all he could think. All he could do not to break into tears.
I'm sorry.
June, I know this is absolutely terrible, and you could be in the midst of your final moments, but is there anything concrete you can tell us? Her voice was thin, a minuscule thread. It was the only thing keeping her with him.
I might not make it.
No way. No way I am going to let you die. I am gonna save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on. All right, Connie? You... Ow, what can I do? Damn it!
I mean, I know it's reaching, but look around. Is there a handy dandy medical kit on the wall somewhere? I don't know. I don't know what to do, Junpei. I don't know. Yeah, he looked up from Canny, desperate for something, anything. Is that a submarine?
What's that?
And he saw it. A small submarine.
A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here?
I think that might be our exit. You know, the thing I was wondering about since very early on was, I thought it was interesting that there was a distinction, there might have been a distinction made between door number 9 and an exit. And so I think this might be the exit, the submarine, but it may be that we could only get through here to this after going through door 9 or something like that. That's my guess, just from seeing this. No, that didn't matter. Nothing mattered except saving Connie, excuse me. That was the only thing he wanted.
That's it!
Junpei turned his head back and looked down at her.
Hang on, all right? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please, don't go. Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids? I liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time.
Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame.
Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy.
She said it to herself over and over, a weak smile creasing her tired face.
Jumpy, I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Her eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie! Connie! Connie!
Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere, he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way back to the door he'd come through. As he approached, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. His heart rattled in his chest. An empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up, trying to make them stop. He turned around, the door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion. Simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5, the body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room, the body of Snake. At the central staircase there were 3 more, Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses, those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Morphogenetic field voice. The end, or is it? Not bad end this time. Just the end, or is it? Is that because we got to the actual end, the submarine? Whereas in the last playthrough we didn't make it there? I just got an achievement. We all die by a yellow submarine. Well. Interesting that I got 2 endings on the right first. I'm not sure that means anything. Interesting. So this was kind of a dead end, huh? Going through door 3 it was just a dead end, I guess. Huh. Yeah. I know. You can skip through this.
What? What the?
Let's get out of this noise real quick.
Ow! God damn it! Ah! Up. I felt that really hurt.
Okay. Okay. Well, I did it. Another ending. And what a downer it was. My goodness. That's a big bummer, man. That sucked. Well, okay. Initial thoughts. I do want to call attention to the fact that 7 only checked Clover. Okay? Before we then all ran off. Conveniently leaves the possibility for either Santa or Ace to still be alive. We didn't check them. It did not seem to me, at least. Also, another important thing to note. Lotus's bracelet was taken again. What in the world does that mean? Because here's the funny thing. Even after all of this, I still don't know whether or not wristbands can be used after death. Because I was thinking it'd be something like we'd take the 9th man's or something, but no one's made any indication of that until we get to this ending and the previous ending where someone has taken Lotus's bracelet. And that's the only thing I could think why someone would take a bracelet, is that if it would still work. Why else would you take it? I can't think of a reason. So 8's important here. So clearly, while we were doing off on our own adventure, Junpei, Lotus, and 7, the other group must have gone through 7 or 8, and then they must have gone wherever, found a sun key, and then found a... No, excuse me. They found a... What was it? A mercury... No. what was it, a Mercury key? No, not a Mercury key. What was the, I don't remember what that was. Was it Saturn? No, it was Jupiter, right? Jupiter. Jupiter was the weird H-looking one. They found a Jupiter key. Then they found a Sun key somewhere and got to the submarine door. But does that mean they also had to have gone through door 9 at some point? I mean, that's in the rules, right? In order to get to an exit, you need to go through 9 first. Still suspicious. Ace and Santa still top the list. 7 is less suspicious, but the fact that we're dealing with potential, what was it, mind control experiments, that kind of leaves everyone on the table now. It's just I don't have enough information to know what that really means yet. But yeah, Ace and Santa are still the top suspects for me. And we got a confirmation on Clover being absolutely dead from 7. And we saw June die, so... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm such a... What's the point of taking notes if I don't even take good notes? You know? I should have been... I wrote down the astrology symbol. I wrote down whether there was a key or key card associated to it. But I didn't write where we found them. That's so stupid of me. That's so dumb. Because you know I'm going to need to know that. You know, looking at this and all these weird symbols, you know I'm going to need to know where we find all this stuff. What does this mean? What is this? What are these? What does this mean? This key. This locked key. Just going off the top of my head, this means that... Is it I made a choice so I didn't get a key, or because of previous choices I didn't get a key? Or something. Man. Well, next time I guess I'll try and get to door 8, because that's the only one I haven't done yet. Door 8. And then we have oh, dang it, how do I zoom out? And then we have what would this one be? I think we've done 1 and 2. I think it's 6 I need to do now. Obviously, I can get back on this path, but I think that's just a dead end. And then obviously for these 3, depending on what I have on hand, you know, I can either go down 1 or 2. Considering this goes down all the way to the bottom, I'm assuming this is like the end, but that's not necessarily the case. Man. Well, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling frustrated at myself for not being able to think properly about this. Yeah, well, that's a shame. Yeah. Yep. Well, I should leave it there. Yeah, man. Dang it. Okay, enough regretting, and just gotta end it. I've been the Worm. This has been 999. Hope you've been enjoying it. Hard to say I've enjoyed it. Well, I've enjoyed it as a whole so far. It's just last playthrough and this playthrough have ended quite. It's been rough. So hopefully I can actually make. And I feel like I've not made progress, I guess, on that. On like I've made progress, and some of the background has been given to me, but that's the game just giving it to me. I've not really figured it out yet, I guess. And I feel like I think I said this at the end of the last playthrough. I feel like I'm probably not good enough to do that, so we'll just have to see. Okay. Hope you're all doing well. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.